That's what I'm trying to say. I want somebody that is actually caring for the people to run the country, because for me it's too late. For my generation, it's too late. We got what, 30 years and we'll retire. I want this for my kids, for their future. You know what I mean? I want to think of them, and I want somebody, and I want to start the pace, so that my kids could have a great future. So they're not running into the issues that we are running into today. You go to urgent care, you pay out of pocket $15,000 just for one night in in the emergency room. That makes no sense. You go
That
to private education, you pay up the ass for it. That makes no sense.
that's a fair point.
If
That's a
I'm
fair
gonna
point.
pay if I'm gonna pay taxes, I have no problem paying taxes. But as long as I know my taxes are going back into my country, I can't vote, but I pay taxes. How does that make sense? I'm a business owner and I pay more taxes than the average American citizen. How does that make sense? And I can't vote. You know what I mean? Nothing is coming back to me. Oh, I'm doing this for my kids.
Right, right. No, no, I get it. I get it for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the convo was about because I've heard a lot of people say they won't vote for her because she's a woman. So I was trying to get the point of views out there of the pros and cons of voting for Kamala. That maybe because she's a woman, maybe because she's not a woman, like how and then how it affects other women in the future. But it's if no matter who becomes president, the world right now is in a state, especially the country's in a state of like kind of disarray where they have a tough job ahead of them. So this could ruin Trump's name. It could ruin Kamala's name, whoever comes in. So maybe if I'm a woman, I don't want her to have this responsibility right now because she's gonna either one is gonna flop. So it could be bad either way.
They
But
both flopped. They both flopped, bro. They both flopped. They both flopped.
with
There's
like
no doubt.
with China now getting more aggressive with their Taiwan talks and everything, and Russia and the Ukraine and the Middle East stuff, like I just kind of question how would Kamala do sitting across the other world leaders, and if she would be respected or heard, or maybe she just has America on her back, so maybe she'll be more reckless. Maybe she'll be like, I'm the president. Maybe she'll have that woman kind of ego that'll could help us, or it could be complete opposite. So I think it's a fair question to ask and wonder, but it's an interesting
I
time.
mean, people make a mockery out of her. It's like when Putin said, yeah, like he wants her to be president. It's because she's a mockery. Obviously, if she comes into presidency, she's not going to change anything. If anything, things are just going to become worse.
Yeah, I think Hillary, Hillary had a better chance to be a representative of a woman president. Except when Trump bashed her to smithereens, so she kind of he tarnished the whole Clinton name. But I think that she could have been a good stepping stone for another woman to come in and to really be a dominant president who's not just
Why
because she's
are
a
we
woman.
the lesser of two evils? Let's talk about like Jill Stein, for example. Let's honestly talk about her. Let's put her on the screen. Why isn't she up for? Why doesn't she have the majority? She has the people's hearts. She has the people's minds. She has the people in consideration. So realistically, we need to like, how you said earlier, we need to stop indulging Israel and talking about Israel and helping them. This is what we're doing here. Instead of us talking about the positives, we're talking about the negatives on each side. I don't think a one president is bad for the country. I think Kamala Harris as a person is bad for the country. Jill Stein is a far better candidate. Is a far better candidate for the U.S. people. There she is for the U.S. people, for United States of America, for North America, and I believe she is the New World Order. I believe she is the one that's gonna take progression to the next level. I know, I don't know what's her name. She's not on with us anymore. But this is a person I would rather have. I would rather have. This is a lady that I believe women would 100% benefit from than Kamala Harris. This is the lady that would, when girls are growing up, my daughters, I would want to listen to. And
Right.
as a man, I'm speaking as a man, I would definitely 100% vote for Jill Stein.
I mean, I also agree that we have like a different perspective on all of this because, again, we are Muslim and we are from, like
I'm a Christian, by the way.
obviously, like, what?
I'm a Christian, by the way.
Well, you're from the Middle East, but like you get what I'm saying. Like I'm not
Yes.
from the Middle East, but I'm Muslim. So it's like obviously we all feel a way about this like candidacy and presidency because of our religion and like also like where we're from and our background.
But here's the thing, CJ. We know that, not to get on your ass a little more, But we know now you're like can't really vote because everybody knows like the Green Party, the third party, they have zero chance of winning, and it's a shame, right? That they have a zero chance. They're kind of there to kind of trip up the other candidates.